This story begins with a new hire. After having a happy onboarding, now this person is lost in the intricacies of a new company, looking around with a clueless face, wanted to give 100% plus one to this new role, but not having the necessary elements to do so. Welcome to the real world of ramping up. And you need to be fast. You just started in a role or company and you want to deliver lots of value right away. Not for the recognition or for other people to tell you how awesome you are. Yeah, right. But for the satisfaction that being useful and productive brings. Now, seriously, it is also important because it will help you gain trust from your team as a capable person that can represent them and getting things done. You will feel better and less stressed and more confident. The more information and context you have, the faster you can do your work. Do you know what is a terrible feeling? Feeling lost. Fun companies are fast-paced, so the little time they offer for you to onboard, take it and use it to the max. Soon, you are going to be swamped in work. Yes, you will be scared. Start being stressed now. For a quick and effective ramp-up, you have to concentrate in the following aspects: people, technical, organization, expectations, and company. People, probably the most important one. It is important to start bonding with your team. These people are the ones that are going to work with you shoulder to shoulder to do great things. And you know, usually the most valuable knowledge is in people's heads. You should at least do an intro with every team member, and I mean every team member, every. Do intros with the engineering manager, product manager, and their respective managers. Have informal coffees, or tea of course, or hot chocolate, whatever works for you, with the extended team members that will support you in your new adventures. Start these meetings with a bit of your background. Why did you join the company and what is going to be your role? Ask about how can you collaborate better with them. Attend socials with your team. Let them know you are there for them. Technical or product aspects. We can divide this area in 4. Software development process the team follows. Product technical architecture, which has to do with how the product is designed and how it works. Get this information at a very high level first because you'll need context, and then you can deep dive into areas with high priority. Knowledge transfer sessions is the name of the game here. Use also available documentation, but almost every time it isn't updated. Tech stack. If you don't know how to use or how to work on a particular framework or third-party product used for the product, you will need to catch up. See if there are any courses available in your company to fill this gap quickly. Release process and cadence is vital as well. That will give you the timing sense you need to plan ahead for the work you are doing. Organization. The very first thing is to get the organization chart, including support roles, PMs, TPMs, UI designers, UX research, etc., and find the key leaders in each area. Schedule one-to-ones with all of them. In every intro, you have to ask, with what people do you recommend I should meet with? In this way, if you missed someone or if the original diagram wasn't accurate, you got your back covered. Basic questions to ask during those meetings are: what does your team do? How is your team connected to my team? Anything we can do to improve collaboration? Get to know your organization like the palm of your hand. Key players and decision makers. It will become handy when you have questions or decisions that have to be approved. Determine and set roles and responsibilities. There are some roles that overlap a bit when it comes to responsibilities. When this information is not given to you, then it is in your hands to determine it. Otherwise, you'll be caught in a cycle of rework and misunderstandings. Bonus tip: after introducing yourself to the product manager, ask for the product roadmap and the product's vision and mission. With this information, you won't be caught off guard and will allow you to make better decisions. Expectations. Talk to your manager about what the expectations are for you and what are the steps to take it to the next level. Expectations can be of two different types: core expectations, which are related to product work, and community impact expectations. Talk about them separately. Another point to take into account is to be acquainted with the evaluation criteria for your role and how the evaluation process happens throughout the year. Finally, talk about training options in your company and what mandatory training you have to comply with. Set the one-to-one with your manager, usually 30 minutes, but make the first one especially long, 60 minutes, because there are loads of things to talk about. Company. Find out how things are done in your new company or role. Consult your peers in the same organization you are for this information. Some processes you have to know by heart are: reviews, any governance processes ruling your code base or a code base your team usually work on, approvals, etc. These are the building blocks for you to ramp up, but you have to put together a tailored plan that fast-tracks your ramp-up. You don't have to use a Gantt chart. A simple document divided by weeks and the tasks you have to complete will suffice. Here, your calendar is your friend. Prioritize people and organization over everything, because companies are mostly that, people. And that is the entry point for everything else, like technology and processes. In second place, I personally would put product and technology. But I'm pretty sure that can be done in parallel with people and organization. Expectations and company will be the last on my list of priorities. It doesn't mean that the items with the least priority are going to be left for the end. FANG companies offer plenty of time for onboarding. Don't lose your time playing around the campus. You can do that later on. Be serious about your new role. Focus on your ramp up and it will pay back big time. Keep a question log. Every question that pops in your mind, write it there. You can classify the questions depending on who you should get the answer from. I am confident you can do an amazing ramp up in a 3 to 4 week period. You won't know everything you need to know or every detail, but aim for a good 70%, which will allow you to be fully functional and then ask questions like there is no tomorrow. In a meetings, in one-to-ones, etc. To raise that percentage to 100%. Anything else you want to know about the ramp-up process, let me know in the comments and I'll reply as soon as possible. But before we go, remember to subscribe and hit the notification button.